In 1986, one of the most upbeat songs on the radio was a track with a surprisingly wholesome message. "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" became a massive hit and turned singer Jermaine Stewart into a rising pop star of the decade. But behind that catchy chorus was a very different story. After the spotlight faded, Stewart's life took a tragic turn, and when he was buried, something shocking happened. For years, the singer behind that famous 80s hit didn't have a headstone marking his grave until one devoted fan decided to change that. In 1986, a catchy pop song started climbing the charts with a message that was a little unusual for the time. The song was "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" by singer Jermaine Stewart. At first glance, it sounds like a typical upbeat 80s dance track. Bright synthesizers, a memorable chorus, and that unmistakable mid-80s pop energy. But if you actually listen to the lyrics, the message is surprisingly different from most pop songs of the era. Instead of encouraging wild partying or romance, the song is basically saying, hey, maybe we should slow things down, which is a pretty unexpected message for a dance floor hit. In the mid-1980s, pop music was full of flashy love songs and glamorous nightlife themes. Artists like Madonna and Prince were dominating the charts with bold and provocative music, but "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" took a completely different approach. The lyrics talk about enjoying each other's company without rushing into anything physical. Lines like "let's dance and have some fun," "maybe we can talk for a while." It's almost like the song is politely suggesting maybe we can just hang out and watch a movie instead. Not exactly the typical message of an 80s club anthem. Before his music career took off, Jermaine Stewart had a very different connection to the entertainment world. He actually started out as a dancer on television shows. In fact, he appeared frequently on the popular music program Soul Train. And if you've ever seen old episodes of Soul Train, you know that dancing could get pretty competitive. It was basically the place where style, charisma, and some seriously impressive moves were on full display. Stewart quickly stood out for his unique fashion sense and energetic personality. Eventually, he transitioned from dancing to singing, and by the mid-80s, he landed a record deal. In 1986, "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" became Stewart's biggest hit. The song climbed into the top 5 of the Billboard charts and was played constantly on radio stations and MTV. Its music video became instantly recognizable. Stewart appeared wearing colorful outfits, performing energetic choreography, and delivering that unforgettable chorus. For a while, it seemed like he was on the verge of becoming one of the major pop stars of the decade. But the music industry can be unpredictable. Despite the success of this song, Stewart never quite managed to match that level of chart success again. In the years that followed, Stewart continued to record music and perform, but he slowly stepped away from the spotlight. Sadly, his life was cut short when he passed away in 1997 at the age of just 39. For fans of 80s pop music, it was a shocking and heartbreaking loss. But what happened after his death is a story that many people find surprising. When Jermaine Stewart was buried in Chicago, something unusual happened. His grave remained without a headstone for many years. For a singer who once had a top 5 hit and appeared constantly on television, it seemed strange that there was no marker recognizing his final resting place. Eventually, a devoted fan discovered this and decided something needed to be done. So the fan personally raised money to purchase a proper headstone for Stewart's grave. Thanks to the act of dedication, his final resting place was finally marked and recognized. It's a small but powerful reminder of how deeply music can affect people. Even decades later, fans still cared enough to make sure his legacy wasn't forgotten. Today, "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" remains one of the most memorable pop songs of the 1980s. Its upbeat sound, positive message, and unique personality helped it stand apart from other songs of the era. And in a time when many pop hits focused on glamour and excess, Stewart's song delivered a surprisingly wholesome message, which might explain why it still feels refreshing today. More than 3 decades later, "We Don't Have to Take Our Clothes Off" continues to appear in movies, playlists, and nostalgic retrospectives of 80s music. And while Jermaine Stewart may have had only one massive hit, that song left a lasting impression on an entire generation of listeners. Sometimes a single song is all it takes to create a legacy. And in Stewart's case, even years after his passing, fans made sure that legacy would never be forgotten.